Entries from that class. 2 entries from SWANER Brahmans, 1 from Jesus Alfaro, 1 from Merino Ranches. This is the red produce sedan.
Good morning to everybody. We're here at the National Show and we are going to be live all day. This is our red embryo produce of dam class. We're going to have entries of, and we do have some ads, so some of those I'll have to let you know, but we're going to have entries of Miss Marshall 0711. This is going to be an entry of Jesus Alfaro is the person exhibiting. And then we're going to have DB Southern Style 1/217. That's going to be Dietering Red Brahmans, of course. That is going to be, then we're going to have some entries of SWANER. That's going to be SRS Miss CIBOLA 644 and SRS Miss Red Sherry. So we have 4 4 entries, I believe. And it looks like, okay, at the end here, we're going to have the Moreno entry. That is going to be an entry of Moreno Ranches. That's going to be Moreno Miss Lady Reba. Then we're going to have Miss Marshall 071, and then we're going to have SRS Miss Red Cherry, and then SRS Miss CIBOLA. So we do have 4 entries in this class. It looks like the Dietering animal was a scratch. So just so you know, watching from Kenton, Texas. Hey Mike, how you doing? And from Pakistan. What time is it in Pakistan right now? We're so glad you guys are watching us. So we're here at the National Show. We're doing the red produce of dam class, and we'll go to the gray produce of dam class. You can watch us all day, and you can ask us questions if you'll make some comments to us and let us know what you're wanting to know. And if you need anything about pedigrees or anything, we can sure help you out with that. We've got show champions here in the arena with us shooting. They're the official photographers. Of course, we have the Brahman Journal. We're here shooting too. But official photos can be bought in the show champions.
This pair of glasses is left behind. So if that looks like it belongs to you or someone you know, they'll be up here.
Waiting for class 1, you need to roll up to the blue scale if you're not waiting for class 1.
So I was just told it is 7:20 p.m. in Pakistan, so I'm glad you guys are watching. And it looks like we're going to have a winner.
It's on. Well, good morning. A little warm and muggy this morning here in Rosenberg, Texas, but I'm glad to be here, be able to judge the national show here in 2019. Started out with a really nice produce as we start out with, two that are very similar type. Certainly very representative of the red Brahman breed. Walk out really easy on their feet and legs. Just a really nice pair. Come in with a very close second. I thought the muscle was just a little bit more similarity in terms of size and kind in our first place relative to our second, but I sure like this pair as well. Just a really nice big pair. As we get down to our third place and fourth place individuals, we start to have a little bit of feet and leg problems. I realize they're older individuals, but I still like to have a little bit better feet structure on even at this age. Let's give all these groups a round of applause.
Okay guys, that was the red produce of dam class, and our winner was the SRS Miss CIBOLA 644. That is the SWANER entry, and that female is sired by SRS Mr. Panoho. So that was the red produce of dam class. We're getting ready to move to the gray produce of dam class next. Gray produce of dam.
Patricia Collins, J.D. Hudgins, and the Bullseye Ranch.
Billy Estrada, glad you're watching. Tyler Cohen, Boga Cheetah. I know you're here, but glad you're watching too. So this is our gray produce of Dam. Let me know where you guys are watching from and what you think. Danny Villamil, I know you live in Panama now, but glad that you are here at the National Show. I saw you the other day. So glad you guys are here. Maybe you're watching from the hotel because you're not quite out and about yet. We are on the gray produce of Dam. This is the second class today. We have 3 entries in this class.
Second place, entry 758, Merino Ranches. Third place, also went to SWANER Brahmans. And fourth place, Jesus Alfaro.
It's her cousin that comes to raise he passed away yesterday. We got the funeral on Saturday, so okay, well he was one that,
In this produce class, it started out a pair that certainly exhibit plenty of muscle for the gray cattle. Like to maybe fix the pastures on this big cow that's up here ahead of me, but in terms of her phenotype, she's showing that age, but in terms of her phenotype, I think that she's certainly got what we're looking for in terms of this produce. Second class, second place in this class, really nicely made pair of gray cattle. Our Sure-Locke is very similar in their type and kind, and I think they just maybe give up a little bit in terms of muscle, but, you know, very feminine, very refined to be as if we're looking at her here. And to get rounded out the class, we just give up a little bit relative to the individuals in front in terms of phenotype. Let's give them all a round of applause. Thank you.
Alrighty, that was the gray produce of Dam class. And in first place, we had the Hudgins entry. Out of the Vanguard cow, the JDH Lady Carol Manso, followed by Patricia Collins.
Class. In first place, entry 785, J.D. Hudgins. In second place, entry 343, Patricia Collins. And in third place, entry 808, that's the Bullseye Ranch. We're now bringing in class 53. This is the red Embryo produce of Dam, and we should have 9 entries.
Okay, we are in the red embryo produce of dam class. For those of you that are just joining us, hey Holly, glad you could join us, and we're sorry you're not here actually showing. Yeah, I can imagine it's hard when you miss showing. So the gray group class, the produce of dam, it was the natural class. The first place was the JDH Lady Carol Manso, that's a Vanguard cow. Then we had the Miss CBR 389/6, that was an entry of Patricia Collins. And then we moved along to the Miss BER Princess 277, that was the Bullseye Ranch. There were 3 in that group class. I heard that there were 9 in this red group class. And again, this is the produce of dam class. This is the embryo produce of dam, as you can see on the screen. So let us know where you guys are watching from and what you think of the feed. Of course, we'll be moving into some really big calf classes soon. Glad you're watching from Pakistan. That is so awesome. We understand that Al Rogers and Pam of Box R Cattle, they had a death in the family, so they had to go home, but their cattle will be showing. So we're going to have to say a couple special shout outs to them during the day. So in this class, we're going to have Schulte Cattle Company. That's Casey Schulte. Those of you who know Casey, Casey does a great job of many things, but she also does some awards and stuff. But she is behind that Blue Bonnet Classic show that we have so much fun at. Then we have an entry of Santa Elena Ranch. Moreno Ranches has 2 entries in the arena for Carrier Cattle Company. Okay, we did have a scratch. One of the Carrier Cattle Company animals scratched. $5.91. So we thank those girls for coming over and keeping me straight. And these are the directors of the AJBA that are in the arena in the blue jackets. We have such a great youth program. Then we have 2 Merino entries, and then 3 Moreno, 5 Moreno entries, and of course Heritage Cattle Company is in the arena also. Heritage Cattle Company, we were there yesterday. That was a lot of fun. That's Heritage Cattle Company there at the end, and that's with Miss Fontenot 217. And then it looks like we have these next 2 are going to be Moreno Miss Lady Rumbera. The next 2 right next to them, these 2 right here, are going to be Moreno Miss Lady Ritmo. And then we move along to Moreno Miss Aspie 34. Then we're going to go to the Carrier Cattle Company. This is going to be Miss Ella 104/6. This is the embryo produce of Miss Ella 104/6. And then we're going to move along, it looks like, to another Moreno entry of Lady Violet. Remember when Lady Violet was showing? We just loved her. And then Moreno Miss Lady Reba. Then the really dark bull down there at the end with the, oops, sorry, went a little too far. With the gal standing there in the white shirt and the black vest. That is going to be the Santa Elena entry. That's embryo produce of dam of VL Elena 165/4. And then Casey Schulte is showing embryo produce of Miss SCC Fancy Pants. So, a little overview of everything that's going on. Sorry for the little wiggle there. And we will be with you all day here, so let us know what you're thinking. And if you need to know anything about any genetics or anything, just let us know. We're here with Judge Dr. Joe Pascal. Joe Pascal, as the announcer was explaining, has been.
Like to mention is group classes are being sponsored by the Brahman Journey, and we definitely appreciate their support of the Passion Show.
That's us sponsoring all these group classes. I forgot about that. So the Brahman Journal is the sponsor of the group class. So good to know all of you guys, since you're watching us on Facebook or on our YouTube channel after the show. If you want to see anything and anything's missed anything, you can actually go to our YouTube channel after the show, and we will upload all of these videos. So that is a lot of fun. Now, those of you who are fans of the magazine, you know we have the new magazine club, which is a lot of fun. And the magazine club, you can read all of the magazines from 1971 to current. There's a VIP membership. That's a lifetime membership, one-time fee. You can get all the old magazines and everything current online. They're searchable, so that's really fun. So if you have any questions, you can always Facebook message us, or you can email us and we can give you some information. But you can go to our website and join our magazine club and get all the magazines from 1971 to current. We have them all in, and they're searchable, so you can search for certain names and stuff, so that's really a lot of fun. Larry Anderson, glad you're watching, and Stacy White, glad you guys are watching. Misty, your husband looked great yesterday in that jacket. He really did. So we're going to be posting some photos from the show. Well, actually, it was from the sale and stuff that we took yesterday. So we're going to be posting some of those shortly. Hey, Rick, glad you could join us, and Brianna, glad you are watching us. Brianna, are you watching us from Georgia? You know, your sisters are here. We'll get, yep. Okay, I guess my voice travels because Brandolyn's in the arena shooting, and she like waved at you. So here, we're gonna go see if we can get over there to Brandolyn. Let's see. And there's Brandolyn, and Brandolyn can wave at her sister. Nope, she's busy working. So give your sister Brianna a little wave, Brandolyn, come on. Okay, there we go. Good job. Alrighty. So we'll be posting some photos. We've got Mandy back here in the back working on the computer. I'm going to hand her off my camera card here shortly. And she's going to be posting a bunch of photos from all the events. God, there were a bunch of them. We had the Legends of the Breed yesterday. We had all kinds of events. So that was really a lot of fun. Okay. It looks like the judge has made a decision, and it looks like it is going to be the Santa Elena female. It looks like we've got that Santa Elena female coming in that first slot.
That's test.
Okay, it looks like we have Santa Elena in that first spot, and that is going to be the VL Elena 165/4. Then in the second spot, like we were talking about, we have the Schulte Cattle Company, and that is Casey Schulte along with her daughter and her son, and they are showing the embryo produce of Miss SCC Fancy Pants. I remember Miss SCC Fancy Pants.
Oh,
She's very
these,
cool. So
really nice produce sedans. I'm a little bit more of a traditionalist. I know that y'all have a little difficulty going through some color rules, and I kind of know what I like to see in the red Brahman, and so I'm a little bit more of a traditionalist in that respect. And I apologize, but that's sort of, so I have a really close pair up there in terms of this produce. Two really nicely made entries that I really like. One's just a little bit more traditional in its color and appearance. That's beautiful myself, and to be quite frankly, that's my prerogative. I will grant that my second place has got quite a bit more muscle into it. But I'm just looking for something that has a little bit more darker color pattern, a little bit more of the original influence of the gray. Both those are really super female, super pairs. They get out and walk really well. They're designed really nicely, but that's just sort of my preference. If you like the other way around, that's fine. I started getting my third place produce, another nicely made couple into their progeny. I sure like those. They've got lots of length of body, and the string when we get down to our fourth place, start getting a little, just a touch more muscular. Have the closest to me to get a little bit more fatter. As we sort of go down the list, I start seeing some issues with meat and leg problems. I realize that some of these animals are a little bit older, and as a result, they may not be walking out there as well in the mid-normal week. Let's give all these exhibitors and their product and their cattle a round of applause.
alrighty, that was the red embryo produce of dam class. We'll have the results shortly, but it was that Santa Elena in first spot. That was the BL Elena 165/4. And then of course we had the Schulte Cattle Company with Miss SCC Fancy Pants 74/3 in second. We'll be hearing the rest of the results here shortly from the announcer.
If you have not waited for Class 1 or Class 2, we need to get that done. Class 1, Class 2. There's 40 exhibitors that have not.
Gray embryo produce of dam coming in the arena.
Class 2. You're in Class 3, you go ahead and wait as well.
Yeah, Alfredo Muscas, congratulations. It looks like you're watching live. And Pam Rogers and Al, they're watching. And we were just talking about you guys. We know that you had a death in the family. That you had to leave for. So Pam Rogers and Al Rogers are not here to watch. They have some great cattle. That's Box R. So glad that Al and Pam can watch us live on our Facebook, and we will definitely shout out and look for your entries. They do. They have some great cattle. Charity, thanks for watching us. Let us know how Aubrey's doing. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for all the great comments. So, Charity is listening to the
Second place,
congratulations, Alfredo Muscas.
Third place, Merino Ranches. Fourth place, Merino Ranches. Fifth place, Heritage Cattle Company. Sixth place, Carrier Cattle Company. Seventh place, Merino Ranches. And eighth place, Merino Ranches. Test.
Here. big class here. So let's talk about who we have in the arena today. In the gray, we have Bullseye Ranch, came in first with their JDH Godot Manso 130/0. These are embryo produce of dam, guys. So we have the JDH Godot Manso produce there at the far end. I'm on a little bit of a platform here and I'm wanting to make sure I don't fall off. Okay. Then in that second spot we have Rachel and Brandon are in with their Miss V8 835/7, and then we have another entry of Brandon CUTRER. That's the Miss V8 21/8 right next to her. And then we have the Miss Bella Manso. That's an entry of Kendall Shepherd's. And then we have two V8 Ranch entries. It looks like we've got Miss V8 696/6, and we have Miss V8 805/6. And it looks like we have the whole family over here for V8 Ranch. We've got Kat in the arena. Kat is there showing. Kat and Luke have a great photography company, and they're doing some great stuff over there at V8 Ranch and take some great photos. We've got Kat in the arena showing with her dad and stuff, because there's like two groups of V8s. Then we have Lamuneka Cattle Company has a LMC Cold Passion offspring. Then we have two Moreno entries. That's going to be Miss BF 201/9 and Moreno Miss Lady Presumida. And then coming in there towards the end, we're going to have that Heritage Cattle Company entry. It looks like, yep, wrapping around at the... They might have scratched. Nope, there we have Judd in the arena, sorry. Heritage has the Lady H Principe Sweet Manso.
We have one added entry in this class. 686.
Hey Molly, glad you're watching.
And Ranch.
Dustin Black, glad you could join us. Elmer, hi from Honduras. I'm going to be in Honduras at the Expica Rotativa. Expica Rotativa in Honduras is going to happen, guys, in March this year. It'll be after our Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. So, big class in here. And then we'll be doing calf classes shortly. We're going to have the red get a sire and then the gray get a sire after we finish this gray embryo produce of dam class. Okay, every now and then we got to turn the volume off. Sorry,
With
guys.
the Sire class, you'll be the next in the ring.
Zooming in here, we have the lovely Rachel. Rachel's looking rather stunning today. Look at her. She's got the scarf thing rocking. She's got the really pretty shirt going on. She looks so Western and cute there. Okay, and Brandon. So we've got some really great cattle in here. Jim Williams right there in front of us showing. Along with Colton. Yay, we love to see Colton. Oops, sorry, a little wiggle there, guys. Having a little tripod issues. Gonna get that fixed later today. And remember, Jim judged kickoff, but he also judged that World Brahman Congress. And for those of you that watched the World Brahman Congress, Jim judged that World Brahman Congress in 2018 in Colombia. And we're going to have our World Brahman Congress in Paraguay 2020. So next year in July. It'll be around, I think, 7, 8, 9, 10, right around in there. You can look in the Brahman Journal or on Brahman events to get the exact dates. But we expect to have a lot of fun in Paraguay. So really looking forward to it. Again, having a few little tripod issues here, guys, so bear with me today. We're getting that fixed later today. Some new equipment. Again, Dr. Joe Pascal is our judge today. He is walking through this nice size, really well represented group class. Don't forget that we will be uploading all of our Facebook videos to our YouTube channel, so you can always go back and watch it and kind of have fun with that. If you missed any of our videos yesterday, we did the Legends of the Breed. That was great, really a lot of fun. Sloan Williams was one of the speakers. That's Jim's dad, so that was fun. Looks like Joe is making some decisions. A little bit warm today, guys, as you can tell by the exhibitors in the arena. Being a little on the sweaty side, but tomorrow it sounds like it's going to be a little colder. Okay, it looks like we have a champion of our embryo produce dam, and I will give you that information shortly. It's going to be the V8 entry that Jim Williams was working with. And Colton was there assisting. So that looks like, of course, you know, the judges can always change their mind. But that looks like that's going to be our champion. And that is going to be one of the V8 entries, and there were 2 V8 entries. Looking to see if I can catch a number. looks like it is. Yep, it looks like it is 295. So that is going to be the Miss V8 805 over 6 entry. That's going to be. Looks like our champion is right here in front of me, and that's going to be Miss V8 805 over 6. This is the Embryo Produce Dam. And then we're going to move over here to our second hole, second spot, and this is going to be the Bullseye Ranch. This is the JDH Goodo Manso progeny. That JDH Goodo Manso 130 over 0 has done a tremendous job for Bullseye Ranch. They have just some really outstanding offspring. And then it looks like we're going to go to the heritage entry. That's going to be Lady H Principe Sweet Manso. That's the progeny, embryo progeny. Like I said, just fell off my stool. Y'all should have seen this. It was rather amusing. I'm on a little bit of a tight platform here. And I was going to say... Oops, here we go with the judge.
Sort of started out with a couple of pairs that I thought were a couple of pairs of progeny that I thought were very similar and sort of expressed the genetic potential of the dam. Yeah, I would really like to see that bull walk out just a little bit bigger, a little bit more easy on his feet and legs, and he stands pretty correctly, so that's one of the muscle pattern. But the pair in second place is a pair that I really like, you know, in terms of their similarity, and in terms of what we think about in terms of their genetic similarities, and that's the reason why we're there. As we get down to third place, we just see some little obvious differences, just walking out very well on the feet and legs, and very similar, not as close perhaps as the two places in front of them. As we get down a little bit further, we start to see some differences between the pairs in terms of muscle pattern and in size and body style. As we get a little bit further down the class, we have some problems with primarily some patterns. But none of these, all 11 of these are really exceptional females. Let's give them all, entries. Let's give them a round of applause.
Bert Clem, glad you're joining us. You were watching last night too. So glad you guys are watching. Let us know where you're watching from and what you think of the show. We're going to do the 2 Get a Sire classes, and then we're going to get moving into our calf classes. We'll kind of break and come back on our Facebook so that we can have like different videos so we can upload them to our YouTube channel. But just remember, you can always watch on Facebook or on our YouTube channel, Brahman Journal YouTube channel. We have all of our videos from the shows there if you want to come back and watch.
Red Embryo Produce class.
Hey, Mauricio. Whoa. Neil Hudgens, glad you're watching us. We're listening to the results of the gray embryo produce of dam class that just finished, and right now we have the red Brahman Get a Sire coming in. So
in first place,
listening to the gray embryo results.
Second, let's work on this mic first.
We're glad Neil Hudgens can be watching us.
Let's do it again. First place, entry 295, V8 Ranch. Second place, entry 46, Bullseye Ranch. In third place, entry 771, Heritage Cattle Company. In fourth place, entry 686, MM Ranch. In fifth place, entry 240, Kendall Shepherd. In sixth place, entry 639, Brahman Cattle Company. In 7th place, 183, Brahman CUTRER. In 8th place, 754, Moreno Ranches. In 9th place, 698, Moreno Ranches. In 10th place is a 184, Brahman CUTRER. And in 11th place, entry 294, BA Ranch. We need the first class of red heifers, the first class of red heifers start making their way up.
So it looks like we probably have some scratches in this class, unless we're still waiting for some to come in. But that first group coming in was the Schulte Cattle Company. Schulte Cattle Company has that first group, and that is Get a Sire. That's the TJF Mr. Smoking Gun. They have an offspring of TJF Mr. Smoking Gun there.
4 entries.
We are looking for 4 entries. So that's Schulte up there at the top. I'll zoom in a little bit for you.
This is class 54, the red Versailles.
So we have, that's TJF Mr. Smoking Gun 109/7 offspring. And then in this second group we have Herzog Cattle Company. We have, of course, Stuart Watkins there on the stick. And Stuart is, that group right there is representing his bull. So his bull, which is the Mr. WCC Maximus Rojo 82/4. So that's the Watkins Cattle Company bull, and that's probably why Stuart is there, making sure everything is going really well. So a little shout out to Stuart, and of course the lovely Rachel, who it looks like is helping them, and she is looking stunning today, we have to say. So then we're going to go to the Moreno Ranch entries, and the 2 Moreno Ranch entries are going to be Mr. Fontenot 333, that's Rufus. Those of you who know him as Rufus. And then they also have a smoking gun Get a Sire group. So we'll just have to see what Dr. Pascal thinks about these Get a Sire groups. So we have Moreno Ranches here at the end. We have Kelvin showing his group of Rufus. I'm going to say that Kelvin is probably showing the Rufus group, which is the Mr. Fontenot 333. He was grand champion at the ABBA International show a couple years ago. And then, of course, everyone knows Smoking Gun. He's just done a tremendous job. That bull was originally bred by Timmy Fentress, and ST Genetics, I think, partnered up with Timmy, and you see just Smoking Gun offspring all over the place. So it's really good. Of course, right there in front of us is Stuart Watkins showing his Maximus group. And like we said, up at the very top is the Schulte Cattle Company. We have Mauricio helping show with Casey and stuff.
Wait, what is it?
And there we go. Alrighty, so we have 4 entries in this red Brahman Get a Sire, and then we'll be moving to the gray Get a Sire. Glad you guys are joining us. Let us know where you're watching from. Tori, glad to see you join us. I know, Lynn, doesn't Rachel look amazing? She looks really great. Andreas, glad to see you join us. Manus is with us. A lot of guys are with us. Thank you for joining us, and let us know where you guys are watching from. We do have a program to view the info of the show. We're going to probably try to upload that. So I will, we do have some changes in the classes, it sounded like. So we have a new printout, so we'll try to get that to you guys. But we do have our show program that we should have. Hello from Thailand. So glad you could join us. there's some guys from Thailand here also watching in the stands. So we'll have to have shout outs to them too. So we'll ask one of the guys to upload one of those show programs, the official show program that we have. Again, there were some entry changes, so I might be talking off a slightly different book. And Carlos Gutierrez is wishing good luck to Stuart, okay, with his red gut of Sire. Carlos there in Nicaragua thinks that Stuart's get of Sire looks really good, and we agree with him. I think all the cattle look good. So shout out to Stuart from Carlos. We'll let him know you said hi.
Number 455, 450, 665, 798, 405, 351, and 178. Please get away. This is class 1.
Okay, guys, they were just telling that they needed to get some cattle weighed. So before class number 1. So that was what was going on there. So we will have class number 1 shortly. I'm glad you figured all that out.
How are you? Good to see you.
Howdy, Smith. Glad you could join us. Alrighty, it looks like the judge has made a decision, and it looks like the Moreno entry of the smoking gun, it looks like, is going to be in first.
While this get us started, so we get the range and placing, it's really good class. All 4 of these kids are very similar to each other, and very similar to the group. Rivers has done a nice job, exhibit did a nice job picking. Just some minor differences that I saw as I was looking at it. Try to look for the most uniform group. I thought that was one that we had in first place. Second place group closely follows that. Then after that, we start looking for some small differences, perhaps in field rates or other. Just a really nice group to see a lot of these individuals back in the race field. Let's get them all around almost.
Thank you, Dr. Pascal. Results of the Yellow Sire, the Reds. First place, Henry 410, Merino Ranches. Second place, Henry 98, Casey Schulte Cattle. In third place, Henry 200, Herzog Cattle. And in fourth place, Henry 415, Moreno Ranches. We're going out to the gray Yellow Sire, class 54. Should have 6 entities. like to mention some of our corporate sponsors for the show. Ken Ramsey Brahmans of Cat Spring, Texas. Bullseye Ranch of Burton, Texas. The Brahman Journal, Hempstead, Texas. Full Pet Fees from Pueblo, Texas. Crystalix Feeds, Lee Pritchard. The City of Sugar Land, Texas. The City of Rosenberg, Texas. Chapa's John Deere from East Bernard, Texas. And our Richville renowned sponsors, Transola in Centerville, Texas. Hoodstock Genetics in Ranger, Texas. And the Elena Breeding Center in Owen, Texas. We definitely like to thank these corporate sponsors.
And Pam Batson shouting out to Mandy, who does all her ads. That's right, Mandy's in the back here working hard. She's keeping us all on track. So, hola from Lucy Sombra in Nicaragua. And Francisco, glad you could join us. Okay, we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think 6 gray get a Sire. We have at the top, we have the JBR Mr. 07/4. Hey Brian, glad you could join us. Alrighty. So up at the top, we have the Bullseye Ranch entry. That's JBR Mr. 07/4. That's a bull that they brought in from Mexico. Then we have Brandon CUTRER's group is showing. Brandon CUTRER and Rachel's there on the stick too. And that is a Mr. V8 458/7 group. They've done a tremendous job with that bull. They have some great offspring. Next in our group of Get of Sires, okay, we are going to do a shout out to Box R. This is going to be an entry of the JDH Sir Leon Manso. 776/6. So here in front of us is the
Queen, who is Callie Welty. She's from Alpharetta, Texas. And the AJBA Princess, Lily Grace Lloyd from Merino, Texas.
right here in front of me is going to be the entry in this Get a Sire class. This is the JDH Sir Leon Manso, and they've just done, that bull just has done a tremendous job for them. So they actually had the Get a Sire group down at the Bluebonnet Kickoff, if I remember correctly, and that's like one of our major shows. So that was pretty impressive. Again, that's Pam and Al Rogers, and whoops, as I fall down. Pam and Al Rogers, who are not here watching in the arena, but they are watching from home. They've given us a couple shout outs. They have a sale every year along with Troy Tesh, and that's 4T and Friends, and it's on our best cow sales in April usually. So I think they'll be doing another one, and they've had some great cattle sold through that sale. So. And then our next entry, hey Rick, good to see you join us, and David and Jim. I think these are great. And Carlos Gutierrez has jumped back in with us again. And then we have a V8 entry. This is Mr. V8 458/7 that Jim Williams is showing along with Colton. And then it looks like we go to
JDA.
yeah, JD Hudgins maybe. It's yeah, my book is a little
768.
768. Okay, we're gonna look. Let's see. We kind of have a lot of books going, and we see Charlie Phillips there, so it's going to have something to do with him, we would think. And of course, Michael Joyce. And then it looks like we have a Moreno entry, but our book is maybe missing a few little things. Let's see. Oh, that's 768. Yeah, that's gonna That's gonna be JDH Mr. Manso 840. So that's going to be JDH Mr. Manso 840 offspring there, if we are understanding correctly. And so that's going to be, that's the graduate, and that bull is owned by Ferguson Cattle Company in Bogachita. So that is going to be a Ferguson and Bogachita entry, and that's Callie Fleckman, I think, is the exhibitor. So at least that's what it says. So we'll see if our book's right. And then we have Moreno ranches here at the end. And Moreno's number is, can you read it? 754? Let's see.
I didn't want to bull.
Maybe 744, you think?
You know what?
JDH Mr. Cabram Manso.
15.
Oh, is it 415?
The guy that's adjusting it. Everybody has a different number.
Everybody has a different number on. Don't you love that? It's like, whose number are we looking at? I don't know. Kelvin's wearing a 415 number, but we don't see a 415. So we're going to have to listen to the announcer and get you some of this information about the entries. Moreno, it looks like, has two. So it's either going to be a Suba Bob or Mr. Cabram Manso. One of the two. We're thinking. So Dr. Joe Pascal is our judge, and he's looking through. Well, Larry, we wish you were here too, but it's like almost like being here watching with us, isn't it? We really like the fact that you could watch with us, Larry Anderson. Alfredo Muscas is watching also from, we're not sure where. He'll probably be here later, we would guess. And Molly's watching. Thanks, Molly, for watching. And Marcus, thanks for watching with us. Let us know what you think of the live feed, guys. We do have a little bit of a tripod issue, and I'm on a really small platform. I did fall off once. Y'all were not here to laugh at me, but everyone behind me did. So anyway, so we have some great cattle here, and we'll be going into those calf classes, the red female calf classes, shortly. Right now, the judge is looking at our first entry, which is going to be that Bullseye Ranch entry. Mandy Chambers is here behind me watching with us. Glad to have her helping here. Mandy, as you guys know, does all the ads, and I mean, she just does everything magazine. She takes amazing photos. She just was out at Parton & Parton Heart Bar Ranch taking some amazingly great photos. So those photos that you see in the Heart Bar Ranch ads, those are courtesy of Mandy Chambers McDermott. So we kind of wrangled her to come down and join us here. Hey, Melody, how are you doing? I know I saw Charity was watching earlier. I know Aubrey had some surgery yesterday, and keeping her in our thoughts and prayers. So we'll shout out to Aubrey. Maybe she could be watching on Facebook if she's feeling up to it. And I have some helpers here helping me figure out numbers and stuff and trying to keep me straight. We wrap around that corner. Oh, I see now. I missed a group here in a far corner. So we go to Moreno and Moreno. So we do have both Moreno entries. I'm not sure which is which. Hey Pam, thanks for telling us the live feed looks good. Glad to know. We think that your Get a Sire group looks really tremendous in there. Again, Pam and Al Rogers, box R. Really sorry. They were here earlier in the week and they had a family emergency and had to leave. So we'll go over here since she's watching and let them see her group. This is her group, Get a Sire right here with Mauricio on the stick. And see what the judge thinks of these cattle. And it looks like Get a Sire champion is going to be the lovely Rachel and Brandon. Brandon's not lovely, he's just nice. But, you know, I don't know if he'd appreciate it if I said he was lovely. A handsome Brandon. Let's go there.
In the makeup arena, there are several of you that have not waited for class one.
And this is
Class one is coming up, and we're going to start. We're not going to hold up the show. So if you are not waiting class one or class two, please do so now.
okay, so we have, it looks like our champion, unless of course the judge changes his mind, but I don't think he will be this group that Brandon and Rachel have in front of us. This is a Brandon CUTRER entry. This is Mr. V8 458/7. And then looky here, right behind, we're going to have the Mr. V8 458/7 entry of V8 Ranch. And we have Jim Williams there on the stick.
Give everybody a chance to get sort of positioned in class. Really nice group of great cattle, both bulls and heifers and cows. Just nice to sort through so many good quality cattle. I know we'll sort of we'll get a little long-winded later on, but both the great red Brahman cattle that we see here in our groups today, really good. So I'm looking forward to the rest of the show. Starting out with a really nice kid, but very uniform in its appearance. It shows a lot of standing with Sire, plenty of muscle pattern, great clean out, feet and arms, feet and legs. Followed up with second kid, certainly very similar in kind, muscle, maybe a little bit different in terms of foot and leg structure. As we get down further in the class, we see some really good cattle that are very similar in terms of phenotype. Maybe giving them a little bit in terms of the uniformity of pattern. All really nice. All nice sets again. Let's get them all around the wall.
So we had the two V8 Mr. V8 458/7 gets, and then we went to the JDH Sir Leon Manso get of Box R. So congratulations to them, and of course to Rodriguez Cattle Services for showing for them. And then it looked like we moved along to the 840 get. Charlie Phelps is walking out of the arena with them. Charlie Phelps of Phelps Cattle Company. And then it looked like we went to the two Moreno, and we had Bullseye. Just some great cattle in the arena. So that's the end of our group classes, guys. I am going to jump off and jump back on here shortly when we come back with the calf classes. So don't worry, we're coming back. Glad you guys are enjoying watching us, and we will let Rachel and Brandon know that Carlos Gutierrez said congratulations. You guys can congratulate her, so good job. BR CUTRER Inc. Yeah, we agree. So we will be back shortly.